So since that went so bad, he listened to the players this time, right? But there's a this is a two-sided sword, right? Because on one side of this, it's like he listened to the players and it didn't go well. But he's like, you know what? I listened to y'all, right? And then on the other side, he's like, look, I listened to y'all and this did not go well. So don't tell me how to do my job. You know what I'm saying? And Max Crosby actually said today that he was not going to meddle. He was not going to get in Mark Davis's ear and Tom Brady's ear about this whole situation. That he was going to stay out of it, right? And I think it's that he knew what was happening, and he's not going to try to force anybody's hand. And that was, I respect that, right? I respect that Max Crosby would take that stance because I don't think that he should have been fighting for AP that much. Let's see. I'm gonna hit YouTube real quick, you guys. I'm gonna bounce back and forth. Raider Ryan, as the rest of the NFL was making moves yesterday and running circles around us. And I wonder if it's like that we're not making moves fast enough and things like that, or if there's more strategy to this, right? And being in a position where we're actually taking our time and trying to actually make the proper moves, make sure that the proper things are lined up. Because ideally, Ben Johnson would be the guy to get right now, right? Absolutely, out of anybody that could potentially even be close to being on the table, Ben Johnson is the best, right? And he is probably going to the Super Bowl, right? And best case scenario is the Lions win the Super Bowl, and then Ben Johnson is up for grabs as a head coach, right? And he doesn't go back to the Lions. Um, Crazy. John Gruden comeback season? God no. John Gruden was like one of the worst talent evaluators ever. If John Gruden came back in here, we'd probably get Derek Carr back, and then we'd run it back to where, and Brock Bowers would probably have an amazing season because Derek Carr does this thing where he chooses one receiver and then he just throws that person the ball over and over and over again, and he doesn't know how to throw to anybody else. Did I like Derek Carr? Yes. Do I think that going back to Derek Carr is a great idea? No. So Cameron, what it comes down to is taking John Gruden back a third time is like taking a shit and then shoving it back up your, what I'm saying? Like it's like just wipe and be done. We need something new. Um, let's see. Raiders will get Pete Carroll and draft Genty and get Kirk Cousins in free agency. You might not be wrong with that, Jody Joe. That's a high possibility.